Hey look, another Sierra Online game. This time, it is the 1981 high-res adventure number 3, Cranston Manor. This game is based on a previously released Atari 8-bit microcomputer text-only game by Larry Ledden, originally titled The Cranston Manor Adventure. Now Larry was new to the idea of software contracts at the time, and he made mistakes in his negotiations, getting only royalties for a few years, and not even getting his name listed in the credits. Now, I do not know if that was a standard way of treating creators back then, but once I learned that, I became very disappointed in the Williams family. Now, Cranston Manor takes place in a deserted town known as Corskell. The background is, a man named Cranston has hid 16 treasures around his mansion before he died. The player, that would be us, controls an adventurer who is tasked with collecting all 16 treasures. Beyond that, it's pretty standard fare for a microcomputer game in 1981. Now I have this on the Apple II and the Atari 8-bit, and both games play slightly differently, with different starting locations and different directions to travel at various points in the game. There was also a release with redrawn graphics in Japan on the Fujitsu FM7, of which I have not been able to find a working copy. Now for our playthrough together, we're going to be playing on an Apple IIe. Now the first thing you're going to notice here is this time we're going to be working on a color RGB monitor instead of a NTSC monitor or a color television. I think that the color RGB monitor really makes the bricks in the graphics pop, but it does not do much for the land over by the side where the crops of corn are. Now you'll see we're standing on Main Street looking up at First Street. And what we need to do is go get ourselves some supplies before we attempt to enter the mansion. And in order to do that, we're going to head a couple of different directions, which are going to take us through town. And town is laid out sort of like a grid map. So we're going to go east. We're standing on Main Street looking up at 2nd Street. Here we want to go north. As you can see, the general store is now in front of us. We're facing west in front of the general store. It did not require us to turn west, it just automatically faces us west, so it's the only thing here that we can see. And to get inside, we want to go west. And it says there's a small lantern here, and you'll also notice it's a dusty store, and there's a sign here. Let's go ahead and read the sign. Free lanterns for adventurers. Very kind of them. So let's look in the room again. And we want to get ourselves a lantern because, obviously, as I said earlier, we are an adventurer. And then the next thing we need to do is go get ourselves a crowbar. And to do that, we have to head east, which takes us back outside. And then we need to go south a couple of times, which puts us, this is the intersection we were at earlier. We're going to go south again. And here we're standing at Pierce, looking up on 2nd Street. We're going to go south one more time. Notice the crops. We are at the south end of 2nd Street. Here we want to go east. And this takes us into a junkyard. And as you see, there is a crowbar here. So let's get the crowbar. And we are still in the junkyard. But now we have what is necessary in order to get into the mansion. So to do that, we need to head north, which takes us up a direction we've not been. So we're standing on Pierce looking up Cranston Boulevard. We're going to go up north again. Notice the fence up ahead. We're still going up Cranston Boulevard. So we go north one more time. Now there's a plaque here that reads Cranston Manor. And we're at the main gate. But we can't get through the main gate, no matter how hard we try. Maybe it's possible, but I was unable to find it. So we go west, which takes us along the side of the wall surrounding Cranston Manor. And you see the wall cuts north off of Cranston. So we're going to go north. And here is an iron gate in front of us. This is what we needed the crowbar for. So let's use the crowbar. It assumes on the gate. and then we need to head east to get inside. And we're inside a stone wall next to a small open gate. We want to head east a few more times. So we're surrounded by tall hedges. East again, and then east again. And here we want to go north. And there is a bag of jewels here where the path led us to a gazebo, where the path led us inside of a hedge maze. Now we want to get ourselves the bag of jewels. And then we need to head on a little bit of a trek out of the maze. And to do that, we head south. And then we are going to head east. Then we are going to head east again. East a third time. See, we are on a gravel path. Notice the building to our east. Head east one more time, and this takes us inside. So we're inside the garage. There's a light shining through the door to the south. That's the direction we came from. And we're going to go up the ladder. I always enjoy watching these things draw. There is a gold coin here, and we are in a dusty attic. Let's get the coin, because we need it. Now, something you may be interested in is if we check our inventory, the bag of precious jewelry is marked as a treasure, but the gold coin is not. That's because we're going to use it for something later. We are not calling it a treasure. Now we need to head down, south, which takes us outside the garage, but notice we are looking at it from a different angle. We are now in the driveway instead of the gravel path. South again. And we are still on the driveway, and a small path leads south into the woods. We're going to head east. And here we're in front of a shed where we will go north. This is to get a screwdriver. From inside of the shed. Did I mention to you just how much walking there is in this? We head south, taking us back outside of the shed, and then east, which puts us in front of a tree, a tall oak tree. Go east again. We are on a gravel path by the lookout tower. Head north. Next to a well, and here we are going to go west in through that doorway where there's a pot on the stove and some moldy cheese on the floor. And there is a suit of armor here. It's a very poorly drawn suit of armor, and we will get tired of it quite quickly. So let's get the cheese. So we are in the kitchen, and there's a door to the south. We want to go north. Notice the suit of armor follows us around. There is a heavy wooden chair here. There is a suit of armor here. You are in the servants' dining room. There is a door to the south. We want to head north again. The suit of armor continues to follow us. It's going to happen so much I'm not even going to say that it is there. You are at the east end of the east-west hall. There is a door to the south. We want to go north one more time. This room has a hole in the wall and the floor and a door to the south. We are going to go west. There is an expensive teapot here. There is a suit of armor here. You are in the sitting room. We'll go west again. This is the north end of a north-south hall. West one more time. There is a small cage here. You're in the bird atrium. Let's get the cage. And then we need to head back east from where we came. So this is going to take us east. Second east. Third east. And fourth east. There is a mouse sitting here. You're in the mouse room. Let's drop the cheese. The mouse sniffs cautiously and then begins eating the cheese. There is a mouse sitting here. You are in the mouse room. What we want to do now is get the mouse, basically catching it. You caught the little rascal. You are in the mouse room. Have you noticed that the armor did not follow us into this room? There's a reason for that. Let's go west. There's the armor again. We'll go west again. This is the room with the expensive teapot. And what we want to do is drop the mouse. The mouse leaps from the cage. The armor is frightened by the mouse and runs out of the door. Let's get the teapot. And then we want to catch ourselves the mouse again. And as soon as we catch the mouse and it is in the cage, the suit of armor returns. But here we need to continue moving around. So we are going to go west. We've already been here. But we want to go, instead of going west again, we are going to go south in the north-south hall, taking us to an intersection. This is the intersection of the north-south and east-west halls. We need to go south again. Notice all the doorways. We are still in the north-south hall. We're going to go south one more time. We are in the middle of the north-south hall. Let's go west. You're in the organ room. There is a door to the south. We want to play the organ. A few squeaks and wheezes, and the back of the fireplace opens. You're in the organ room. There is a door to the south. We are going to go north through that opening. There is a dagger and a crystal triangle here. We are in the secret room. Let's get the crystal. There is still a dagger here. And I want to say, despite all of my attempts to find a use for it, it serves no purpose. Go south, taking us back into the organ room. South again. And this is the picture hall. There is a door to the south. We're going to take that southward door one more time. And we are in the smoking room. Again, we are going to call upon the skills of the mouse. The mouse leaps from the cage, and the armor is frightened by the mouse and runs out of the door. Let's open the drawer. You see the drawer? There is a key here. Let's get the key. Let's look at the room again. Get the mouse. The armor returns. But we are going to go east. And you see that huge blue book on the wall, the only book on the wall in the library. Let's look at the book. The book is blank except for the first page. You are in the library. Enter the lookout with emasses. Enter command. Let's look at the room again. And let's type emasses. The bookcase slides open. We are at the base of a tower to which we want to go up. And here we find a gold spyglass. So let's get the spyglass. And then we are going to go down and back out of here. To do that, we go west. The wall closes behind us. There is the armor again, and we go north. This is the hallway. There is a door to the south, but we are going to go east. There is a silver candlestick here. We are in the dining room. Now, the reason we have been dropping the mouse and picking the mouse up, scaring the armor away, is that if we do not, the armor prevents us from getting the treasures. So we drop the mouse again. The armor runs out. And then we get the candlestick quickly. And then we need to get the mouse again. To which the armor returns. It's not a very effective security system, that armor, is it? So we're going to go north, which puts us back in a kitchen. And this is where the pot was. And we need the pot, so we will drop the mouse again. And then we will get the pot. And then we will need to get the mouse. Have you noticed how often I have to say and or so? I almost feel like this is one giant run-on sentence. Now here we need to go north, which puts us in the servants' dining room with a door to the south. There's a wooden chair here. And we're going to go north again. This is the east end of the east-west hall. There is a door to the south, but we want to head west. And this should be the intersection of the north, south, and east-west halls. So we go south. And east. And this is the hunting room. Here we need to use the key, which opens the door. And we are going to go east again. It's actually a very well rendered rope. This is a closet, but we want to climb the rope. And there is a stack of $50 bills on the shelf here. But we cannot actually reach the bills right now, so instead we swing. The swinging rope takes you closer to the wall. There's a stack of $50 bills on the shelf. Now we want to get the bills. And then we go down. In order to go on another long walk. West. West. South. South. west, west. Notice it's a new area. We are facing east on a stone porch. We go west. We are in the driveway. We go west. We are in front of the cat fountain. There is a sign here. Let's read the sign. Don't feed the piranha. That is a good piece of advice. So let's get the water. The pot is now full of water, and we head east. And east. And we open the door and go inside by going east. And we continue east, back the direction which we originally came. And we go east one more time. Into the dining room we go north. This is back in the kitchen where we got the pot. And we go down. It is pitch black. This is a cistern room. There's a pump with a sign on it and a door to the south. So we need to get ourselves a light going. So let's light the lantern. This is the cistern room. There's a pump with a sign on it and a door to the south. Let's read the sign. Start. Now what we needed the water for is for the pump. We need to prime the pump. A puzzle that I just might not have gotten had it not been for my wife being such a fan of the song Desert Pete by the Kingston Trio. So thank you very much there. Now we push the button. The pump starts and the cistern fills with water. Notice the bottle is now floating on top of the water instead of down near the bottom. So we want to get the bottle. The bottle is full of diamonds. Well, lucky us. And here we want to get the water again. And then let's go ahead and go up, taking us back to the kitchen. And then we are going to go south, west, north, east, we go down, here at the bottom of the stairs. This door has a strange keyhole. Remember the crystal triangle that we picked up earlier? Notice how it plugs the hole. The door has a strange keyhole. And now we start going through that doorway to the west, which puts us at an intersection. And we are going to go south. Notice the mushrooms growing from above us. We are going to go west. This is the west end of a large hall. There's a door to the south. But instead we are going to go back east. And it is a different area. There is no mushrooms directly above us. So here, the east end of a large hall with a door to the south, we are actually going to go north at this point. and a short little tin soldier just marched around the corner. We are on concrete stairs by a crawlway. We want to go down. There's a vending machine here. A short tin soldier just marched around a corner. We are on a subway platform. We want to use the coin. The one that I said earlier was not a treasure. A shiny card slips out of another slot and falls on the floor. So let's get the card. From here, we need to go back up. We're being followed by the tin soldier. We are going to go east through that little hole. And then we're going to go south. This is the south chamber of the east-west hall with a door to the south. We're going to go south one more time. We're facing the south in front of a heavy blast door. There is a sign here. Let's read the sign. Insert ID card. Good thing we just picked ourselves up an ID card. There's a whirring sound. The heavy door slides open. There's a platinum sphere here. You are in the computer vault. Here, we want to throw water on the computer. This is important. It will prevent the tin soldier and the armor from bothering us anymore. The computer is demolished. There is a platinum sphere here. So let's get the sphere. Now for some more walking, we're going to go north. We are going to go north again. North one more time. Where we head west. And then we head north. There are some gold bars here. We are in a sloping north-south crawlway. This looks like their rendition of a tunnel. We've been in an area like this before in previous games, but more importantly, we are going to get the gold. I've never been in a game where gold was not a treasure. We go north. And then we want to go east. And then we want to go east again. There is a sapphire pendant here. You're at an intersection with a scratching in the wall. Let's get the sapphire. And then go east to face the thing that is creating the scratching. Suddenly, an enormous pink bull appears. He is looking right at you. It looks more purple to me, but this is the stalagmite cavern, so maybe the lighting is. We need to turn our lantern off. A wizard has put the bull in a temporary stasis field, which can be released after your next command. It is pitch black. We are going to go east. It is pitch black. We are at the base of a steep uphill slope. Let's light our lantern again. You're at the base of a steep uphill slope. Here, we need to go east. There is a huge gold nugget here. You're in the Nugget Room. Notice a sign that says, "You won't get me out." When I first saw that, it reminded me of Advent, Colossal Cave Adventure, as well as the same puzzle that was duplicated in Pyramid 2000. We want to get the nugget because, after all, gold is always a treasure. And from here we are going to go west. And then we go down. This is a room with snake holes, and there's a passage to the south. We want to go south this time. And there is a nest of gold eggs here. This is a large chamber with a pool. Let's get the eggs. Go east. Notice the big amount of debris, the rocks that is blocking the exit to the east of the passage. As we have learned in many games previous this, what something appears is not always what you're faced with. And the rocks moved out of our way, and there is a beautiful Jade Buddha here. We're in a wide north-south passage. It looks more like a jade frog to me. But let's get the Jade Buddha. And then go for a little bit of a walk by going north. This room has an enormous stalactite. We are going to go down. This is the room with the snake holes, to which we go west. Notice the mushrooms growing from the ceiling. We're going to go west again. Then we will go north. This is the hallway where we got the gold bars. We will go north again. And then we are going to go west. You're in the lift chamber. A column of green light rises and disappears through the ceiling. We want to drop the nugget here and then lift. There's a sudden brightening of green light and it disappears. We're in the lift chamber. A column of green light rises and disappears through the ceiling. Now for another long walk. We are going to go east. East again. Up. This is a winding east-west corridor. Down. We cannot go that direction. I am sorry. East and then down. In a large dirt room. Then go up. But we just went down. Now we are going up. And then we go south. And south again. And east. Up the stairs. To the shabby bedroom, where we go west. You're in a large sunlit room. There is a torch on the wall. And here we have to follow through with the oldest puzzle in history of media of any kind, and that is that we have to pull the torch. The torch moves slightly and a panel slides open silently. There is a sign here. The sign says lift. This is how I knew down below that we needed to use the command lift. So let's get the nugget. And then let's get out of here by going south. The wall closed behind you. There is a pearl ring here. You're in the master bedroom. There's a door to the south and a torch on the wall. Let's get the pearl ring. Go for a short walk, which involves going south. This is the children's bedroom, where we go east into another long hallway, south, and then west. There is an inflatable raft here. This is the children's playroom. Let's get the raft. And from here, we are going to go east. And east again into the most creepy room of the entire mansion. There are mirrors on the ceiling of the bridal suite. I will let you make of that what you want to. What we want to do is open the drawer. There is a necklace here, so let's get the necklace. Let's look in the room. Now behind us the door has locked, so we're not able to just go through it. Instead we're going to go south to the balcony. There's a door to the north. We're on the balcony facing south, and to get out of here we want to jump. With an incredible leap you clear the railing and you're hanging in an oak tree. We want to go down. You're at the base of a tall oak tree. Do you remember that oak tree? I remember that oak tree. We were here earlier. And we are going to go west. This is the shed where we got the screwdriver earlier. We will go west again. We are now in the woods. We are going to go north. This is the driveway with a small path leading south into the woods. We'll go north again. The garage is ahead of us, and we will go west. And we are back to the cat fountain. Remember the sign said, "Do not feed the piranha"? We cannot go into the water, but we can inflate the raft. The inflated raft is too big to carry. You're in front of a cat fountain. There is no sign here. Now let's go north. We're standing in the raft, protected from the piranha. We're on the pedestal in the middle of a fountain. Let's use the screwdriver because the eyes were emeralds, and now it looks really creepy with the deep-set black eyes. But we're not concerned with that. We're instead concerned with getting out of here. So we will go south, carrying our emeralds. And then we will go west. And then we will go south, because we're in the garden, and we want to get ourselves to the driveway just north of the main gate. And let's unlock the gate and go south. Congratulations, you have successfully completed your mission and are hereby declared a level 3 adventurer. I wonder what a level 1 or level 2 adventurer are. It's always bothered me with these games. They come up with unique names, funny names, nicknames for what you are, where really it is like cliff diving. You're either grand champion or stuff on a rock. There is no in between. So really, my feelings on this game are mixed. I was really hoping for better graphics, and in that realm, it disappointed me. I was hoping for more puzzles and not so much of a pixel hunt. And again, I was disappointed. It was really basic compared to what I've grown through the years to expect from a game. But on the plus side, it is long. The map is expansive, and with a lot of running around back and forth, there are so many areas to explore. Many more than what I took the time to show you. I'm pretty sure a lot of my issue with this game is that I feel for the original creator, Larry Ledden, and what he went through. We've all created something and been taken advantage of by others for it, and I really wish that his story would have had a much happier ending, much like how this ends. With me asking you to like and or subscribe to my channel, pester, bother, please. You can even leave a comment or a question. I love those. You know what else I love? Suggestion. And though some of them may not be possible, I will do everything I can to try and make the reasonable ones happen. So why not give it a try? In the meantime, why not just take care of yourself, and I'll look forward to our next adventure together.